Hi everybody, it is Friday afternoon and I've been spending the day down here doing some editing. Next week's show we're going to have some footage from the Georgia Mountain Fairgrounds. And what I thought I would do is I would play a little bit of what we had on last week, and in this case it's going to be the Shanendoah Military Park, and I'm just trying to check something out here, so stay tuned with me. Let's see. Yes sir, it is working. I learned today how to put a title on, which thanks to IT John I did it. The next thing I'm going to try to do is to change our image that we have up there for CFTV North. But I tried for about 25 minutes and couldn't get it to change, but that's a story for another day. So we are going to go to Shanendoah Military Park. This was way back when, and this was some footage that we took when we were at the, or played it when we were at the Ace Cafe. The guy that you'll see up there next to me, his name is Hank, and his name is Hank Stone, and you might recognize him. He's been in a few movies. He always plays the bad guy, but he's a super nice guy. So, I mean, just goes to show you. What do you say we take a look at and see how lucky I get? Shanendoah Military Park.
I'll tell you what. I'll tell you. What can I say? All right. I'll tell you what. In there, why don't you roll Shanendoah for me?
In Hardin County, Tennessee is the Shiloh National Military Park, the location where one of the Civil War's first battles took place.
All brothers standing shoulder to shoulder getting killed by the same cannon burst. Families losing all their sons in one day or one battle. It's truly amazing.
On the night of April 5th, 1862, General Johnson amassed his Confederate troops just out of sight of the Union camp. At first light, General Grant found 44,000 Confederate soldiers bearing down upon his men. He had been taken completely by surprise.
This ridge right here is where the Union line was on the first day, Hank. So I guess those first shots fired back there at that field from artillery must have landed somewhere up in these woods.
The first day of fighting found the Union at a loss. One division under General Prentice was able to hold a key strategic point that came to be known as the Hornet's Nest. 11 attacks were launched by the Confederate infantry. However, the Union division held for 6 hours until the Confederate artillery lined up 62 cannons, the largest number of cannons ever used until that time, and fired at them point blank. General Buell's Army of Ohio arrived that night, and on the morning of April 7th, the Union troops, with some 23,000 fresh reinforcements, drove the Confederate troops back across the ground they had fought so hard to win just the day before.
Bloody pond right here, Hank. Both sides, the men who came here to drink and bathe their wounds. Men, horses, all died in that pond. The pond was red at the end of the battle. Can you imagine trying to drink that water? But I guess if you didn't have anything else, that's what you had to drink.
In the end, General Grant and General Buell were victorious. The Battle of Shiloh was a key victory for the North, opening the Mississippi Valley to their forces and driving Confederate troops further south. But the cost was high on both sides. Of the 63,000 Union soldiers, about 1,700 were dead and 13,000 were injured. The South also lost about 1,700 men, including General Johnston, and 11,000 more were injured. More soldiers were killed in the Battle of Shiloh than had been killed in all American wars and battles combined to that point. It was now evident that the war would be, in the words of one Union soldier, a very bloody affair.
You'll be busting y'all. Oh, look at that! Oh, here we are. All right. First of all that Shanendoah National Park is something else.
Didn't you tell me you got chills or something?
Chills. When he was talking about the bloody pond, there were more people killed in that battle up until that time than any war that had had been going since time. And they would fight, and then what they would do, at night they'd all go to the pond and they'd take all the wounded people and they'd try to clean them up, and that's how it got its name, the Bloody Pond. It was full of blood. Now he's telling me all of this, and all of a sudden it's like a ghost was watching me. And the hairs on my arm are standing up and on my neck, and I went, whoa, Bill, I got bad juju here. I gotta get out of here. And like I said, 2 hours later I crashed.
Well, there you have it. The story behind that was, it was an experience, and I'll leave it at that. If you get a chance, you should go over to the park. It's a great place to visit and spend some time there. Learn a little bit about the history of the Civil War. Like Bill says, he called it the War of Northern Aggression, and I'm not going to argue with him. Anyhow, like we always say, we hope you enjoyed it, enjoy the adventure, and enjoy the ride. We will see you next week. Let's see if I got this right. I need this to go there, and we will see you. Well, I'll probably try to put something on tomorrow. Who knows what. I am working on the fair for the next week on Tuesday night, 7 o'clock, Facebook, YouTube, and Vimeo. And at 7:30 on Thursday nights, Facebook, YouTube, and Vimeo in Orlando with the Cycle Fever group there. So thanks for watching, and